Hey, how's it going everyone? This is Tali from rawnakedfood.com. Thank you for being here, for taking the time to watch all my videos, and for just being a fan, because I'm a fan of you and everything you do out there, because if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here and I wouldn't be doing what I like doing if I didn't want to help you out and share my information with you. So I'm gonna pretty much answer some emails and letters that I've been receiving and get you up to date as to what I've been doing and all that good stuff. So the first letter has to do with my book. Tali, when is your book going to come out into print? We know it's out already on the internet, and you can get it at my website, rawnakedfood.com. Well, to answer that question, I'm going to pretty much tell you that my second edition, which is really going to be my first edition in print, is going to come out next year, early next year. So I'm already finished with it, just getting it edited, and it's going to have much more information than the one that's available online right now. So look for it, it's going to be really cool. Awesome. Another question that I've been getting has to do with losing body fat, especially those last 5 to 10 pounds of body fat on a raw foods diet. So if you want to lose body fat, okay, that is your goal. Because I like to talk about goals, and I like to get deep into what it is that you're dying to do, whether it's just converting to raw food from a standard American diet, or losing those 5 pounds. So if your goal is to lose a body fat percentage, being a raw foodist, you have to do certain things. You have to, first off, cut all hybridized fruits out. This includes bananas, strawberries, unfortunately, because I love strawberries, and pretty much any other hybridized fruit that's available. You want to cut those out first. Also, the starches, you want to cut out any starches. Reason being, because fruit, especially hybridized fruits, have been shown to increase your glucose, and it gets converted into fructose, and then it gets converted into something that is much more dangerous in your body, which is stored triglycerides. It goes through this awesome pathway, which I explained in my book, and which I'm going to share with you right now. It gets stored into unwanted fat, in other words, in your body. So stay away from those foods and foods, because you don't need them. So if you want to lose those last 5 to 10 pounds without being extreme about it, cut out the hybridized fruits, cut out all the starches, and if you want to even be more extreme, cut out all fruit for 6 days out of the week. Just for, a month, because within a month you're going to lose that body percentage if you follow my instruction. And instead of doing fruit, do greens, okay? Do some greens, do healthy fat, and do a lean protein. So I recommend that you do a lean protein, something like sprouted almonds, pate or something like that. Don't do too much, because almonds are very fattening, and so are most nuts. But do like a handful, which is a portion, maybe like 7 to 10 at most, and get yourself like a nice big salad. I'm talking like maybe 2 cups of spinach, and get yourself a good legume, something that's sprouted, like sprouted brown rice, sprouted quinoa, or sprouted amaranth grains. I love sprouted lentils. All of those stuff has been proven to burn body fat and to get you lean and to help you lose those last 5 to 10 pounds of fat that you want. As a raw foodist, it's very difficult to do this because we don't have the luxury of eating those very high protein meals, such as the fish and the meat and poultry. Foods like that are very, they're good for shedding off excess body fat and for getting, more defined. And if you want to go down that route, I think it's a good idea if that's what your goal is. And if that's not what your goal is, and you want to stay a raw foodist but somehow lose the body fat, then you have to do a little more work at it. And cutting out fruits is going to get you there much faster than if you just eat fruit. Because here's my story. I've spent a good amount of time doing my research, both as an athlete and also as a writer on food and as a chef. And one of the things that I've found is on my quest to shut off those last 5 to 10 pounds of body fat is I found that when I continued the way I was doing, like eating raw fruits and doing all these crazy power smoothies, I found that I plateaued, okay? I plateaued at a level where I couldn't get any more. I couldn't find any more results with what I wanted. And it was getting to me. I couldn't understand why this was happening until I changed my diet. And one of the things that I did was I cut out a lot of fat. I cut out pretty much any fat that you can imagine. And to my surprise, I actually ended up gaining more weight by cutting out my fat intake. And now I'm talking good fats here. It's like hemp oil, macadamia oil, chia seed oil, flaxseed, all that stuff. Then I went back to my fat intake, which was my normal stuff, and I cut out my protein because I felt that maybe the protein was not conducive. And I found that cutting out the protein, I gained weight, and I didn't see the results I wanted. It wasn't until I cut out the fruit and the complex carbohydrates that I started to notice results. And that's when I noticed that by training hard and doing exactly what I do in my raw, naked body workout routine and book, which is all in my second edition of my Raw Naked Food book that's coming out soon. By doing all this stuff together, I noticed that I did not plateau. I actually went over and started climbing again toward my goal. And this was a big aha moment for me. And not everyone is the same. We're all different. I understand that. But the more I did my research on this, the more I found that, at that final cycle, many bodybuilders do it, and a lot of pro athletes do it too. And you gotta cut out that stuff that makes your sugar spike. And let's get into this topic of blood sugar and GI and GL. Okay, there's a formula for everything. It's all over, on the internet, and you can check it out. But I got this cool device. I'm not gonna show it to you right now, but I will show it in a different video. It's like what you would use to measure your insulin, and it's what diabetics use all the time. So what I did was I put myself through a trial period of about 30 days where I was measuring my food intake, doing various different raw food cycles in each week, and I was testing for spikes in my glycemic index. So anything over 100, I put a red flag on, because the more research I did, if your glycemic index goes over 100, you are at risk of storing body fat and becoming fat. So I wanted to monitor what I was eating, and this is something that I've been into for quite a while, and I wanted to put it into practice. And I guess it's a common trend because it's becoming more easy for the average